I recommend that you follow along with this video, which continues the examination of methods and with return values. So you can use the program that you write as a basis to do the homework assignment, which is to make a method with a return value that solves some sort of mathematical or scientific equation that will take in as parameters some of the values needed to solve the equation and then returns your solution. So for example, you could do Pythagorean theorem, you could do area of a triangle, you could do point slope, slope intercept, anything that needs more than one step to solve. So addition, just one step, subtraction, just one step, even squaring a number, finding the area of a rectangle, just one step. So make sure it has something more than one step. So I've got setup, I've got draw, and I'm going to make a new method, and I'm going to find the area of a trapezoid. That method is going to start with whatever data type is being returned in the end, so whatever kind of data the area will be. So I'm going to use float instead of int in this instance, just in case that my area has a decimal point in the answer. So I'm going to say float, and then I'm going to call it trapezoid. And I know that the area of a trapezoid is the two bases, base A and base B, added together times the height divided by 2. So that's 3 different parameters that I'm going to need to be able to solve it. And I'm going to use float for all of them, again, just in case any one of them is decimal. So I'm going to say float h for the height, float A for base A, float B for base B. And then here inside the method, I'll make a local variable, and again I'm going to stick with float just in case it's a decimal, and I'll call it area. And then I'm going to say the area is equal to height times is the star, shares the space with h, and then in parentheses, a plus b. We want to remember our order of operations, so if we want to add the sum of a and b, get the sum of a and b first before we multiply by the height, we need to put it in parentheses, and then divided by is the forward slash, which shares the space with the question mark, down on the lower right side of the screen near shift. So divided by 2. So that's my equation. And then I'm going to return area. So this whole method, when I call it, is just really what the value, this total value of this area is. So when I return, so if I call trapezoid now, and let's imagine a trapezoid with a height of 10 and a base A of 5 and a base B of 7. Can you picture it? It's a beautiful trapezoid. Anyway, if I call it, it will compute that value, but I haven't done anything with it. I can't, it's not visible on the screen unless I do something with it. I can't say, what I can't do is try to use that local area up here. I can't say text area 250 because area is local to this method. And the reason it's local to the method is so if I can have a bunch of different trapezoid values. So I can find the area. I don't know, maybe this one's 100 and the top base is 50 and the bottom base is 70. So I could have both of these methods happen and compute the answers for both of these without reassigning the value of area. Each time the method's called, area will have a different value because it's local into that in that method, as opposed to being a global variable when it would only be able to have one value, the most recent value. So, but because of that, we can't do it this way. If you wanted to see the value, you literally could put that into text, and then after the comma that closed the parameters, I could say 250. Now I can see the value of that first trapezoid's area. Or I could use it, maybe there's a lot of different ways you could use this. I don't know if you want to use it to show how, I don't know, much room that would take up on the screen. Just put this one in text too, trapezoid. Put this at, I don't know, 250, 350, so it's below. You can see the value of each. So if you have followed along with this, you just need to make for your homework to change this method to make it an equation of your own choosing. Have it return, if it's not an area, I would recommend you change the name of the value so you're not misleading us on what you're returning. And then you can have it text out. You can just call it also. If that idea of putting this whole value inside as the first parameter of text is a little confusing, that's okay. You can just call your method name. Something else I would change when you adopt this for your own homework, and add in some parameters. And this would be sufficient. And we will go over this when we have class on the new 5th floor in a couple of weeks. I hope everyone has a good break.